It's showtime with Chef Iron Mike.
Hey, it's Chef Iron Mike, and today we are gonna make gelato. And we're gonna do a basil gelato. Yes, I said basil. Basil gelato. Now the difference between gelato and ice cream is gelato is made with more milk than cream and less egg. And it's also mixed or churned slower, so it results in like a denser, less airy ice cream. Same thing as ice cream, basically. It's Italian ice cream. So we're gonna start off with the recipe. And this is 1.5 quarts of whole milk and 8 ounces of heavy cream. And the next thing I'm gonna put in is half the amount of sugar, because half the amount of sugar goes in here to bring it to a boil. And then the other half goes into the egg yolks, which are right here, which we'll put in right before we temper the hot cream into here. About half the sugar. Okay, we have a vanilla bean here. I always add vanilla to my recipes for flavor. And I'm gonna split this thing right here. I'm gonna scrape it out. You see all those little pods? I'm gonna put the whole thing in there, in the milk cream mixture, sugar, because I'm gonna strain it anyway. Now with a little bit of the sugar, I'm gonna mix it into this pectin I have here. It's fruit pectin, because it helps break the pectin up, and I use the pectin in the recipe to make a smoother consistency. And now we have the basil, which is from my garden actually. And I'm just gonna rough chop it. One of my favorite, absolute favorite smells. And just put it right into the pot. As that comes up to a boil, start infusing. So come on over to the stove. Okay, so we got the cream, the sugar, and the basil inside here. Come on in. That's gonna come up to a boil. All right, we have a boil on the cream, sugar, milk, and I'm gonna shut this down now. This is when I'm bringing my immersion blender in to do some work. I'm gonna buzz all that basil flavor. Half hour, I'll let it steep. Then I'll come back and I'll bring it back to a boil and finish it. We got our cream and our basil has been steeping. Okay. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the egg yolks and the rest of the sugar from the recipe together right now. Whisk them in. The cream is complete boil. Always add the sugar to the egg yolks last minute. Now what we're gonna do is something called temper. We're gonna introduce the hot liquid to the cold product. So we're taking the hot liquid a little bit at a time into the egg. It's warm enough to put it back into the pot. Man, that smells so good. I haven't made this in a couple years actually, so I'm excited. Okay, now we're gonna go right back into this pot with the egg yolk mixture and the hot cream. Okay. I'm gonna turn it up just for a second, and I'm gonna whisk in that pectin. Okay, so we're gonna strain the gelato. Lisa's actually holding the strainer with one hand and the camera on the other, so give her some credit. And I'm straining it into an ice bath. This is a chinois. I want to cool it really as fast as I can. Look at the color on that. It smells so amazing. Push all this flavor through there. And that's what we got left inside the chinois. I cooled it down. Look at that. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. We're gonna pour it into the machine. Okay, we got the ice cream base poured into the machine. I just turned it on. And I'm gonna set it for about 8 minutes. Here we go. I'm drinking beer. Big deal. Got my abominable snowman. My little guy. You know, I love this guy. You know, after 35 years in the business, you know, you start to get a little crazy. There's a couple like screws loose in your head, you know? It's a long time to be in the restaurant business.
Questo ragazzo è pazzo.
What do you say? Oh, beautiful, baby. Ready? Okay, the ice cream's ready. We're gonna eject it out of the machine. Here we go. There you go. Basil Gelato. For me and my partner here, the snowman, my buddy. There we go. Gotta do a little, something called the quenelle. Taste it right here in front of you. You know, you really can't like fathom what this tastes like until you taste it. A lot of people say, basil? Basil ice cream? And when they taste it, this is what they do. They go, oh my God, that's amazing. The texture, the flavor, it's light basil, it's not heavy. It's kind of like a digestive. Thank you for watching.